Here's a poem called Those John Coltrane CDs Blew My Fucking Mind. When my brother returned from university with a John Coltrane CD, it was like a special gift. He was out there discovering new worlds. The hunter-gatherer bringing the very best music back to Hawke's Bay. That's how it seemed. There's no other way to explain it at all. He was doing this very special work in between classes and drinking and whatever else was going on. He was suddenly a god to me, 5 years older. We had squabbled as kids. I must have been a ludicrous prospect at best, but when he left and found some peace, if not quiet, we started to get on better than we ever had. We bonded over the music he returned with. Classic rock and jazz, names I knew and plenty I'd never heard of before. He'd demonstrate each album to me, picking out the very best songs: Led Zeppelin, The Doors, The Who, Lou Reed and Billy Joel. Hey, there had to be a dud in there somewhere. But it was the jazz that really spun my world around. Miles Davis and Chet Baker, Tony Bennett and Sinatra, and then Joel Coltrane. That particularly was the one. Well, actually it was two albums that did it. Stardust and A Love Supreme. Wow. When I heard the way that horn blew out from the speakers, it was like hearing the most trusted voice in a very special new language. I couldn't speak it, but I could listen. I was hanging from the idea of it. The very sound filled my soul. Every part of it was magical. The beautiful thing still about hearing Coltrane play is it seems so perfect and yet also sounds unfinished, which is to say that it feels like he still had things to say. There was more to come. Each piece of music feels so rich, so full, but it is only part of a very deep conversation that Coltrane was having with both himself and his audience, and of course with the musicians that swirled in and around with the sound that stirred up from his soul. It was a life changer hearing his music. When I was 14, my brother bought me a John Coltrane t-shirt. I felt for a year or so like the coolest fucking person on this goddamn fucking planet.